Wonder Woman 1984 dropped. Now, Wonder Woman had a couple of trailers pop out already, and so far the movie to me actually looked really good. Of course, the one thing that everybody across the board wants to see is Christian Wiig's incarnation of the Cheetah character, and I'm glad to say that this trailer, the Wonder Woman 1984, definitely delivered on that, especially with Christian Wiig. Now, Christian Wiig is questionable to a lot of people because for this to be such a serious role she's playing, she's typically seen as comedic type character. I know people saying she did a bad job in the 2016 Ghostbusters movie, but she didn't do a bad job in the 2016 Ghostbusters movie. Just how the movie was just written. You can't just say because the movie was terrible that the actors were just terrible for being in the movie. No, I think, I thought she did. In fact, one of my things that I liked about the movie were the actresses, and I thought they did have a decent enough chemistry together to make it kind of funny and compelling, at least between them. Christian Wiig, as a comedic type actress, does seem a little bit out of place with Cheetah, especially if you want someone to be this. I mean, because Cheetah is one of my favorite villains of the DC comics. She's exceptional. She could be, which is weird because she's like a cat woman. Woman that's like a cat hybrid thing, but to be sexy, but she's incredibly dangerous, violent, bloodthirsty. I want to see her be able to deliver that type of energy to this character in this film. And from the trailer, you actually get to see a little something here. And I've never really particularly seen her as like attractive, but they did a good job of making her stand out a little bit, making her a little bit more her presence and looks be a little bit more pronounced in the trailers. There are some moments where she's like she's super. You can tell she's souped up on some kind of power, and I'm interested in seeing those types of fight scenes, and I'm interested in seeing the dynamic between Wonder Woman and her character as well, because Wonder Woman is like Diana in general is always seen as just like this perfect, really smart, really talented, just quite beautiful woman. And then you have this character, this kind of that's her friend, but also a little bit envy us of that. So I want to see that dynamic between these two characters. Now, we did see her be badass, and hopefully the movie will progress from her being in this, strange, not strange. Strange is the wrong word for this. She's, doesn't have any confidence, to a woman that's becoming confident, to this strong, badass woman, to, of course, the villain who's just completely bloodthirsty and fucking vicious, and one of Wonder Woman's, roles, one of her arch rivals. So, but I would say I've liked what I've seen of Christian Wiig in this film so far. But at the end of the trailer, they do give us a couple of shots of Cheetah and what she can do, and I really say I like that look of it. She does look scary. She looks vicious. She looks like a fucking monster, and I want to see her act as a creature like a fucking psycho. But I want her to be smart. I want her to have personality, but I do want her to be straight badass. I want her to push Diana to her fucking limits, not only because they were friends at one point, but physically as well. So I want some really good fights. Now, one thing I will say in the 1984 trailer is I've seen Wonder Woman have don that golden armor before in a video game, and I've seen her do it once or twice in the comics, I think. And I've never really particularly cared for it because just, Wonder Woman's badass. She really doesn't need armor. So I hope that they actually have a good reason as to why she would have that armor now. I mean, think of it. We were sitting here watching Justice League, and you've seen her in Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, and she fought these two completely badass creatures that easily that overpowered her, and she didn't have the armor then. So hopefully that they'll give us a good steady reason as to how reason why she would have that armor now. Now, when I was watching the trailer, she was running, she's slinging on the with a rope and everything, and I was wondering, I was like, well, shouldn't she be able to fly at this point? Then I realized, I'm like, no, because the end of the first Wonder Woman movie is more in current day. And 1984, of course, is like 30 years from now. So, 30 years from now. So, of course, she's still developing her powers. So, hopefully, we get more of that too. And also, Steve Trevor, one of the characters I liked from the first movie, I want to. They better give us damn good reason why they brought him back. Me personally, I don't think that's maybe him. I think it's somebody brought his soul back, or maybe he was frozen in carbonite. I don't freaking know. I just want to have a good reason as to why he's back. Because I really like this character. I want the relationship. I want to see how their relationship, how they deal with their relationship at this point now. Also, I do want some humor of him being in this new world, but I still want Steve Trevor to be pretty badass and charismatic. I don't want to be a total joke the entire movie because Steve Trevor is a pretty good character. And one of the things that made 2017 Wonder Woman such a good movie was she didn't really eclipse his character. He was still a really badass character. He was still a pretty capable character. And we do get some jokes at his expense in the trailer, but I think for the most part, in the movie, he's actually going to have a more important role, bigger role, of course, and he's actually going to do some things to be a really, really competent and badass Steve Trevor. So, of course, the Wonder Woman 1984 movie, I'm all for it.